The United States just bombed Iran's largest bridge. Not a nuclear facility. Not a missile silo. A bridge, civilian infrastructure. And when Trump posted his response on social media, it was 4 words, more to follow. Axios confirmed this is the first time in American history that the US has directly struck Iranian civilian infrastructure. If you think this is just another news headline, you are dangerously wrong about what this means. Here is what actually happened. US and Israeli forces coordinated strikes against Iran's largest bridge and key highway infrastructure. Axios was first to confirm it, and they were explicit: this is historically unprecedented. Never before has the United States directly bombed Iranian civilian infrastructure. Previous administrations targeted military commanders, nuclear enrichment sites, or armed proxy groups inside Syria and Iraq. This is a completely different category of action. This crosses a diplomatic and military threshold that foreign policy experts have warned about for decades. The fact that it happened without a primetime presidential address should alarm you more, not less. So why a bridge? This is the question every short-form clip is completely skipping over. Iran's largest bridge is not just a crossing, it is a critical national artery. It connects supply corridors that move military equipment, fuel reserves, and civilian goods across the country simultaneously. Destroy that bridge, and you do not just inconvenience commuters. You fracture Iran's logistical backbone. You slow the movement of troops and hardware. You cut off fuel distribution networks. Military strategists call this infrastructure warfare, and historically, it is the move that comes right before full-scale conflict escalation. Whoever picked that target knew exactly what they were doing. Trump has talked about bombing Iran back to the Stone Ages, and that is not just political bluster. The Stone Age doctrine is a real concept in military strategy. It means systematically dismantling a nation's civilian infrastructure, bridges, power grids, water systems, highways, until the society can no longer function well enough to support a military force. The goal is not to win a single battle. The goal is to collapse the foundation underneath the enemy entirely. The United States used this approach in Yugoslavia during the 1999 NATO campaign, targeting bridges over the Danube to strangle the Serbian economy. It works. And it is brutal. And the opening move just happened in Iran. Now here is why this lands directly in your wallet, not just your newsfeed. Iran pumps roughly 3.4 million barrels of oil every single day. But the number that really matters is 20%, that is the share of the entire world's oil supply that flows through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that Iran can physically block with naval forces. Every time Gulf tensions spike, energy markets respond within hours. Oil traders do not wait for confirmation, they price in the risk immediately. After this strike, oil markets reacted. What you pay at the gas pump in the next 2 weeks is directly, mathematically connected to what just happened at that bridge. Put this in 40 years of context. Every single US president since the Iranian Revolution in 1979 has drawn a clear line at directly striking Iranian civilian infrastructure. Clinton did not cross it. George W. Bush did not cross it after September 11, even with enormous public pressure to expand the war. Obama did not cross it during nuclear negotiations. Trump's first term did not cross it, even after assassinating General Qasem Soleimani in 2020. Biden did not cross it. That line existed for a specific reason: once you bomb a country's roads and bridges, the structures that move food, medicine, and people, you remove the diplomatic off-ramp. You cannot undo that message. And now that line is gone. Trump's post did not say this action is complete. It did not say Iran should stand down and return to negotiations. It said, more to follow. 3 words that signaled this was not a one-off strike meant to send a message and return to the table. This looks like the opening phase of a sustained campaign. Iran will not absorb this without a response. No government survives looking that weak domestically. So the next 72 hours matter more than most people realize. Watch what Iran says. Watch what they do not say. Watch where their naval assets move in the strait. The strike on that bridge was not the story. What comes after it is. Here is the detail that will stay with you long after this video ends. The first target was not a bomb factory. It was not an air defense battery. It was a bridge, the kind of structure that moves food, medicine, and children to school. If that is where this campaign started, the question no analyst on television is answering right now is, what does the second target look like? Follow this channel now. Because when this escalates further, and every signal says it will, you are going to want to already understand exactly what is happening and why.